In September 2022, Rockstar Games' internal servers were breached. Among the flood of leaked development footage, one specific number caught the internet's attention: a $2 billion development budget. If accurate, it would make Grand Theft Auto 6 the most expensive entertainment product in history. That figure did not come from an earnings call or an official Take-Two Interactive financial filing. It originated from the chat logs of the 17-year-old hacker responsible for the intrusion. To put a $2 billion scale into perspective, the Atari arcade cabinet for Pong cost roughly $50,000 to develop in 1972. Grand Theft Auto 6 is rumored to cost 40,000 times that amount. While the exact dollar amount remains unverified, focusing purely on the sticker shock misses the actual business mechanics at play. The real question is how a single corporate entity can risk over $1 billion on one software release without facing bankruptcy. A $70 retail game is reduced by a 30% platform cut, leaving a publisher with $49 in net revenue. Dividing a $2 billion budget by that $49 return means a game must sell 41 million copies just to break even. The industry standard for missing that mark is severe. In 2024, Sony's multiplayer shooter Concord burned through an estimated $200 million in development, only to be completely shut down 14 days after launch. Committing 10 digits of capital up front is an existential threat that would instantly liquidate nearly any other game studio. To survive this level of expenditure, Rockstar requires a financial safety net entirely detached from standard release cycles. Rockstar Games did not borrow money or dilute ownership through outside investors to bankroll their next release. Instead, they leveraged the continuous cash generation of Grand Theft Auto 5 and its live service component, GTA Online. This chart compares the original $265 million budget of GTA 5 to its lifetime franchise revenue. Since 2013, players have generated $9.1 billion for Take-Two Interactive. This decade-long internal funding loop subsidizes massive research, development, and human capital overhead. It insulates the creative teams from macroeconomic shocks and removes the pressure of answering to traditional debt holders. That capital is immediately absorbed by the physical scope of the project. The state of Leonida is estimated to be roughly twice the landmass of its predecessor, requiring a workforce of nearly 2,500 developers to map and populate. The core of the map is Vice City. Constructing a dense urban grid requires intense manual labor to design towering high-rises, intricate neon lighting systems, and functioning modern transit networks. That urban density is contrasted by regions like the Grass Rivers. This demands an entirely different development pipeline to simulate complex wetland ecosystems and reactive wildlife behaviors across massive open spaces. To the south, the Leonida Keys archipelago introduces massive island chains connected by miles of bridges, requiring advanced real-time marine rendering for the ocean. Attempting to build this diverse geographic scale purely through manual design hours would drain even Rockstar's cash reserves. To keep costs manageable over a decade of development, they had to engineer an automated technological solution. Rather than paying licensing fees to use third-party software like Unreal Engine, Rockstar heavily invested in their proprietary technology, the Rage 9 engine. The engine introduces advanced real-time physics capabilities. It uses fast Fourier transforms to simulate fluid dynamics, allowing for accurate weather impacts, flooding, and vehicle hydroplaning. This diagram illustrates procedural interior generation. A single computational seed instantly generates room configurations on the fly for distinct styles. By dynamically rendering rooms only when approached, it avoids overloading memory, allowing 70% of structures to be accessible without manual placement. The engine also powers hierarchical pathfinding, calculating dual-tier navigation graphs, so that NPC traffic reacts intelligently to these newly generated environments, weather conditions, and the player's actions. Building Rage 9 required hundreds of millions of dollars in upfront capital. However, because it automates world construction and slashes manual asset costs, the engine operates as a capitalized asset that Rockstar owns outright. Even with development costs managed by automation, launching a global product introduces a final financial obstacle, a marketing budget estimated between $150 to $500 million. Rockstar mitigates this massive expense by forging a co-marketing and platform co-investment alliance with hardware partners like Sony Interactive Entertainment. Under the Plays Best on PS5 strategy, Sony commits a staggering advertising budget to promote the game across digital networks, television, and physical skyscraper wraps, using the software to drive their own late-cycle console sales. This strategic partnership allows Rockstar to outsource the most expensive phase of global distribution. Sony absorbs the promotional costs, protecting Take-Two's operational margins right as the game goes to market. Whether the $2 billion rumor is perfectly accurate or slightly inflated by leaked estimates, focusing on the price tag alone misses the larger business reality. Rockstar operates with a 10-year cash flow cushion from its predecessor, a proprietary automated game engine that cuts manual labor, and a subsidized global marketing alliance that shields its launch costs. Rockstar has engineered Grand Theft Auto VI as a self-sustaining digital infrastructure project. By combining independent capital, proprietary automation, and risk-free marketing, Rockstar has pushed the barrier to entry out of reach for competitors. This combination of strategies forms a financial and technological moat, securing their dominance over the global entertainment industry.